Hello everybody, this is Commander Strain and welcome back to Armoured Warfare, and in particular to my Mercenary Mayhem series where I feature some of your great Armoured Warfare games. Today I have a game sent to me by FlyingDutchman from the Mk6 Battalion, and he is playing the Chieftain Mk6 Leader, the premium Tier 5 British main battle tank. So here we are on the Reactor map. It's a Tier 5, 6 and 7 game, so not the best matchmaking for FlyingDutchman in his Tier 5 MBT. But as you're going to see as the video goes on, he makes use, for an MBT, for some very unusual positions. Now some of the positions he uses, yeah, I've used them in AFVs, I've used them in light tanks, but never in MBT. So, you know, from these videos I always learn something else, and it means that it's something else I can try in my gameplay. So, let's get back to this one. As you can see, Mk6 2D Jabberwocky is ahead of FlyingDutchman there, and FlyingDutchman, well, he does a classic me, he hits the rock. So there you go, guys, it's not just me that hits rocks in Armoured Warfare. So, our Mk6 2D friend is heading towards the dam, and FlyingDutchman is plodding slowly along this road, looking at where he's going to go. Now, I'm fairly certain that he's not going to head towards the dam. Definitely not the best position for a Chieftain Mk6. That Mk6 though, definitely well suited. As you can see, Flying now swings to the right, heading over this road, and he's going to head down over the bridge and up into this area. Now this area is normally where a lot of light tank and a lot of AFVs go to try and make use of, you know, fast poking out, fast shooting, or the ability to launch their ATGMs across this side of the map. But FlyingDutchman here is in his Chieftain Mk6 Leader, not what I would call the classic mobile, fast, poke above the ridgeline vehicle. But as you're going to see, what he makes do is he uses decent positions to get decent shots. As you can see here, turns over to the left, aims over, and there is a Leopard 2. And that was a lovely shot into the side of the turret of a Tier 7 MBT. Friendly Mk6 2D over there is doing a fantastic job just holding them up, but that was a fantastic shot that FlyingDutchman actually put into the side of that vehicle. So now he's going to push up to this road. Now this is where you see, as you can see here, you know, you normally see lots of light tanks, but here in this game there's a T-72 Euro, an M60A3, as well as FlyingDutchman as Chieftain. And this is crazy positioning, or at least I thought so. He's pushing up, slow engine power, but he gets across here. Now what he's able to do here is aim across onto the dam, and as you can see, Chieftain Mk6 over there, lovely shot there. Only a bit of tracking damage. Maybe he could have done a bit of actual damage if he got the shot just a little bit more aimed, but not bad nevertheless. Lovely shot there into the top part of the turret on the enemy Chieftain Mk6. And you can see the Mk6 2D over there has taken a bit of damage, so it's really good that Flying is able to get these shots in. And again, another shot into Chieftain Mk6. Missiles are flying across as well, putting these enemy vehicles into a position where they have to slow down. Leopard 2 AV aims, rear of the engine deck, nice. Another nice shot into another Tier 6 MBT. So Flying is using the gun depression there, and that's his first kill. 213 damage, and he takes out the 2 AV. Really great positioning. And with the Mk6 providing the block to stop the enemy vehicles, FlyingDutchman and some of his friends were able to do significant damage across there. And that's a lovely shot against the LAV 600, hidden behind the rock, just pokes up, uses it. Now he pops some smoke there, artillery is raining down all over him, but he now pushes forward aggressively. Out in the open, but very aggressive movement. And you can see his team has now dominated this side of the map. So this is another strange and bizarre move. It's something I would never do in an MBT. It does leave you so open to across the map. But FlyingDutchman there is using it down the rocks. He sees an enemy Leopard, and he wants to get some damage in. He's got a Terminator, a VBL, and a T-72 still above him, and he's pushing on. You can see the enemy artillery shells flying across the map. And FlyingDutchman gets up to this rock here. Now he just pauses for a second just to consider what he's going to do. His team are only one tank up, so there's no foregone conclusion. But there you can see the Leopard 1A5. The VBL pushes out, and then VBL spots the LAV 600, and FlyingDutchman gets a lovely shot in there. Shoots, and then he pulls back behind the rocks. LAV 600 tries to run. FlyingDutchman, lovely lead. Nice shot, 122 damage. And that's kill number 2 for FlyingDutchman. So he's done significant damage to Tier 7 vehicles, kills a Tier 7 tank destroyer. He's done really, really well here. So the Leopard 1A5, I think, pops some smoke there, pushing on Tier 5 versus Tier 5. But as you can see, Flying is using this little dip in the ground just to hide some of his hull. Shot bounce there, return fire from the Leo 105. Leo 105 is well exposed in the open. Nice shot into his lower plate. Now he does take a shit hit there from artillery, but he's still pushing on this 185. The 185 now gets bored, decides to come after him. Flying Dutchman, well, he's got to be aggressive. The artillery's raining shells down on him. Gets a shot there, and that is a lovely one. And that is kill number 3 for Flying Dutchman. So now his team is 7-3 up. This aggressive stance by Flying Dutchman and the rest of his team really done some fabulous work on this side of the map. Now, as you can see, the enemy VBL is heading towards our friendly cap. There's a Merc of a 2D over there. The Flying Dutchman is trying to work on the enemy artillery, but a friendly Merc of a 2D that's come all the way round the dam, takes out the artillery. So it's a 6-2. The win is a almost foregone conclusion, and Flying Dutchman is up to 3,937 damage. Granted, a lot of damage was done against the Leo 185, but he put significant shots into LAV 600s, the Leo 2 AV, and I think there was even a Chieftain Mk6 out there. So significant work for this tier 5 premium tank. 6-1 now. VBL is on the cap. He's going after the artillery. Don't think Flying Dutchman's going to get any more damage in. Can the artillery finish off the VBL, or is it going to be someone else? I don't honestly know right now, and when I watched this for the first time, it was nice and interesting. Oh, that's a shame. The VBL takes out the Palmaria. So Flying Dutchman now is pushing up over this hill. He's going to try and get some sort of damage on the VBL if he can get it spotted. Stingray 2 and a M60A3, though, are heading into the cap fairly quickly. Flying Dutchman just parks over here, see if he can get any final shots. There's the VBL's on 53 HP. He's going to go down, and that's it. It's a win for Flying Dutchman and his team. Well done, mate. You used some interesting positions, some I've never used before in an MVC. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this replay. So let's take a look at the post-game results. Flying Dutchman did 3,937 damage. He got 3 kills, 4 spots, and earned 2,164 base reputation. A really interesting game to watch. Thanks, Flying Dutchman, for sending it in to me. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you've not done so already, don't forget to subscribe. Also, take a look at the links below and give me a follow on Twitch and Beam, and you can also check out my Patreon page. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.